Morning guys. Welcome to Farm Business East Africa. My name is Tony. Today I'm in KAJJ farm. KAJJ farm is in Laikipia, Laikipia County. It's between Nyeri and Nyahururu, nested between the Aberdare ranges on one side and the Laikipia plains on the other side. It's an interesting area because it's quite a chilly area, and the reason why we're here at KAJJ farm is because they're doing something very interesting. They're keeping Galla goats in a higher altitude and lower temperature kind of area, and they've been quite successful in their venture. And I got an invitation to come see and learn how they're doing it, and I'm bringing you along with me. So let's learn together, guys. So with me here is Mr. Madenge, the farm manager. Yes, Mr. Madenge, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome.
Asante. Yes.
Okay.
So this is KAJJ.
This is KAJJ.
Yes.
Feel free. You are most welcome here.
Yeah,
it's a very chilly morning today.
Yes.
And as you can see, don't have so many activities like now, because when it is like this, we don't usually go out early. Just chill around.
Yes.
Until the weather is a bit favorable for us to go out.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, we are in our basics in the breeding program.
Yes.
And we have Galla goats. We also have our bucks. We have Boer bucks.
Boer bucks. Yes.
Yeah. So that's where we are. And right away, I may say that we are in the right channel because we have our F1 kids.
F1, yes.
Yeah, we have our F1 kids, and we have 40 of them. And we also have other mothers who are nursing, and we have our pregnant goats also.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Madenge,
Yeah.
So why did you go for Galla goats?
Okay. Once again, I would say it's not only a project, but this is a journey.
Yes.
And in this journey, you have to endure a lot.
Yes.
One, in order for these goats to adapt this place, to adapt the weather conditions of this part of Laikipia, because it is a bit more different from the northeastern places where they come from.
Yes.
You have to do a lot of you have to do some major changes in terms of the diet, in terms of the structure, and in terms of some few other areas that we'll talk about.
Medication and...
the medication part, the deworming part, and the rest.
Yes.
So when we came with these Galla goats, first, we have to have a very good structure, because they need somewhere, because of the changes of the climate from Mandera and here.
Yes.
You have to have a good structure and a warm one.
Yes.
Whereby the goats will be kept. Again, you have to adjust the feeding, the mode.
Yes.
Start the goats with giving them some supplements, especially the proteins.
Yes.
From there, your goats will slowly start adapting. Again, there's another setback in terms of the adaptations of the goats, because you'll find that in other places, the hotter areas, you'll find that there are those we say the ticks, for example.
Yes.
Here, you'll find that the ticks that were there is not the same. That
they are different.
They are very different. So you have to do all those major changes. You control the ticks. You keep them in one places. You change the diet, and from there, I believe you will get they'll slowly adapt.
Yes.
And they have.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we get into the details of that process of adaptation, because it's a lengthy process.
Sure. It is a journey.
There's so much for the goats to just take in.
Yeah.
Whether it's a climate side, whether it's a disease side, and the nutrition side, it's a lot for an animal to take in a short period of time.
Sure.
The challenge is actually because now the animal is not in a position to tell you how it's feeling.
Sure.
It's up to you to now to observe, and when you're not keen, sometimes you might end up losing.
Yes.
Even when you're keen, you still end up losing.
Surely.
So I would like us to begin this journey with a little description of your kind of housing.
Okay.
You've done a raised structure, a very huge one indeed.
Yes.
And I would like to understand the thought process before now we proceed into the shed itself and see the goats. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Now, as you can see, our structure here, it is a raised one.
Yes.
Basically, the reasons, it is very elaborate. When we leave the ground, till just keep you off.
Yes.
Whatever is underground there.
Yes.
Be it the wetness and the rest.
Yes.
2, it is also secure when
Yes.
it is laid like that. And then when you lay the ground, you have to leave some gaps
Yes.
when the droppings, so that the droppings may go down when cleaning, so that it will be also easier for the droppings to come out.
Okay.
In our case here, our structure measures 26 feet
Yes.
in the width, and lengthwise it is 90 feet.
90 feet long.
90 feet long. Yeah.
That is around 30 meters.
There, around 30 meters.
Yes.
We can basically our structure can house 1,500 to 1,800 comfortably.
That is good.
Yeah, goods. It can hold that much. Again, it serves us 2 purposes, or 3, may I say, because now it is also we have made a way that we also store our
we can
our hay
go in
inside.
and, yes.
Can show you where we store our hay inside. It serves us those purposes.
So in terms of hygiene, I've seen you've taken care of the hygiene with the raised structure, and the ventilation is quite plenty.
Yes,
I can mention that.
Yeah, the part of the ventilation.
Yes,
it's good that you also keep you shoot the side the wind comes from.
Yes,
and then you leave the other side in a way that fresh air is adequate.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, you can see.
So this is your hay storage.
This is our hay storage.
Okay.
We have about 1,000 bales.
So
up there.
In this room, you can accommodate 1,000 bales of hay.
Yeah, we have maximized the space now.
Yes.
We have 1,000 bales here.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yes.
So it's a dual purpose kind of house.
It is helping us in that way.
Looks like it's also a lot of storage inside.
We have another section where we have kept our supplementary feeds for the goats there.
Yes.
And now we have these sections.
Different sections.
See, we have the first section here. This one is for the pregnant ones. We have 45 of them here.
Okay.
Yeah, it is good. It's important that you separate them even during the night when they sleep, because it is easy to monitor. It is also gives them space.
Yes.
You see.
Yes. The room is quite spacious.
Yeah, it is spacious for them. So that they sleep well without a lot
it's
of
also
commotion.
very clean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And they have something to nibble on or to snack on when they are inside.
When they are there.
Yes, that is very important to note.
It is just that they keep themselves busy with something there. Okay, we have another section here.
Yes.
This one is for the mothers.
Yes.
These are our mothers. We just keep them next to their kids so that it'll be easy for us.
Yes.
When we want the kids to feed, we just open the door for them, so that they come inside. So that's the second section.
Okay. So these are the F1 kids.
The third section here, this is for the kids. This one now houses 41 kids.
41 kids.
These are our F1s. They are at the 3 months.
All under 3 months.
These are all under 3 months.
They're so beautiful, man.
Yeah, very nice.
Yes.
And very friendly. They are fond of us.
Yeah.
You know, I think, as people usually say, give everything you love time.
True.
We give them time because time equals love and love equals time.
True.
So
I see the level of hygiene and comfort in that kid's room.
Yeah.
Number one, it's bedded.
Yes.
And it's important to note that.
Yeah, it is.
And you can tell how clean it is simply by looking at the kids.
You can see
the white ones are white, like milk white.
Yes, they are like that. They are tidy.
Yeah,
they are smart.
So at this level, and then as we finish, there's another section here.
Yeah.
So these are breeding group.
These ones are on service, and right now they are 53.
Yes.
So our back usually stays here, even at night,
Yes.
so that he can serve.
Yes.
And once served, we have to transfer the served ones to the pregnant section.
Yes.
Because as I told you, we have those challenges of pregnant goats getting abortions because maybe there's commotion
Yes.
at night and the rest. So they sleep alone there
Yes.
on their own. It will be easier to monitor. So once one gets pregnant, we transfer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one back is servicing about 50.
Yes. It's supposed to have a ratio of 1 back to 50 does.
Okay.
Yeah, it is efficient. We can serve them well.
So Gallas and a Boer, you get F1.
Yeah.
This is what you have here.
Our idea is to move from F1, we move to F2,
Yes.
we move to F3. So what we'll do is that once our dwellings here, or when they come of age, we'll bring in another back,
Yes.
so that that back will serve these
F1s.
Yeah, these F1s. That way, we'll move to our F2.
Yes.
And then from there, we'll move to our F3 and so on. That way, we'll be improving our breeds as we bring in new backs.
So based on your observation, you've seen Galla, a pure Galla kid and a Galla Boer kid. In your observation, what has been the greatest difference in terms of management and diseases and growth rates, for instance?
Okay, thank you. Now, out of the experience that I've got since we started this journey, I've noticed something that is very crucial for every farmer to note. The Galla, yes, it's a good breed, but once you cross with the Boer, you get a kid that will have a higher growth rate as compared to the Galla.
Pure Galla.
Yeah, pure Galla. Now, in terms of weight, when, like now, for example, for instance, for us, when a kid is born, the first thing we do, we tag the kid.
Yes.
We put the tag, then we take the weight of the kid.
Yes.
That is the weight at birth.
Yes.
Now, from there, when you take the weight of the kid, you'll have to repeat it after, say, 1 week or 2 weeks.
Yes.
That way, it will help you to know the growth rate.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll have a very good graph of the time against weight.
Yes.
You will see the difference. Now, in terms of adaptability, the Galla Boer cross adapts fast. One reason, because it is born here.
Yes.
You see, you have started off with it, you have everything with it, you have the records, and it is also resistant to some of the challenges that we are getting here. So
you are facing with the pure Gallas.
Yeah.
Yes.
The challenges I was facing with the pure Gallas is completely different with what that I'm experiencing now with the
F1s.
The F1s.
So in terms of nutrition?
Yeah, in terms of nutrition, yeah, what I normally do is that I start introducing these kids with something solid, like we say the pellets, at the end of the first month. That way, the kid will start it off with good health. Yeah, we also introduce the pellets have more proteins. You see,
Yes.
that way the goat starts to be in a solid form, in a way that it resists a lot of diseases. Yeah, I can see it draws a clear line. You can see a lot of difference between the pure Galla and our cross F1.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll take you back a bit when a year ago when you introduced the Gallas in this area, for example. So these animals were coming from, I think they came from Mandera?
Yeah, we got them from Mandera.
They were on a free range system.
Yeah, very. In fact, they had a lot. In Mandera, they just let the goats go out. They don't have those things that we have here. They don't keep the records of the goats. They don't supplement anything. They don't deworm. So basically, you go and get an animal whereby the animal does not have any health record. Yeah, and you come and start introducing those things we are talking about. You start deworming, you start controlling the ticks, you start supplementing the feed. At first, we had a hard time introducing these goats to eating this hay. They were not used to feeding this hay. They are not used to something else that you are feeding. They are not used to those. You see those mineral blocks. You are not used to them. At first, you have to slowly introduce those things. Slowly. And once you again, I may say these goats, they are creatures of habit. Once you introduce something slowly, they get used to them. Next time they'll be learning for them. And successfully we have managed, and now they comfortably, you can see they are feeding well. We also supplement them with some feeds there.
So Matange, how do you handle that period when the goat has arrived in your farm? It has never seen hay in its entire life. And you need it to eat that hay, because if it doesn't, again, the weather is not kind to a hungry animal. That period, how do you handle that transition, that acclimatization period?
Okay, let me say, this thing is not for those people who have the simple hearts. We just need what we call persistence. First, you just introduce them. And at times, you'll see like you are almost falling apart because they are not doing what you want. And you cannot force the animal to eat this thing. But sometimes you have even to change your patterns, the time. Sometimes I had to keep the goats longer here without going out so that they feel hungry a bit. I introduced hay, they started like that. You have to change some patterns, the timely feeding and the rest. Sometimes when I wanted them to eat a lot of hay, sometimes I could delay them here. Then I put hay. You see, because they are hungry, some of them will start eating slowly. That way, you start developing new characters in them in a way that they will start adapting, eating those things.
What is your ration, nutrition ration?
Okay, like now, I have my baled silage. Then I have this hay, the bomarondis, and also I have azola. I have azola. What I normally do is that so that I get that balanced supplement, I just do a little bit of drying the silage so that I loosen the content of the moisture, and then I incorporate it with the hay. That way I have a chopper. I chop them together. Then I mix with the dried azola. From there, I'll just add a little bit of molasses, mix it thoroughly, and I also add some appetizing pollen or bran.
Okay. Do you have a sample?
I have a sample of them here.
Look at that,
I can show you. From there, the goats will come calling for it. You see now, this is my section where I keep these supplements. As I told you, I have maximized the space of my structure. You can see now, like now, I have this is the product that I get after I mix the 3 of them, or rather 4 of them. This is a mixture of azola. We have the hay, the crushed hay, and the silage when it's dry. This way, you have carbohydrates in it. You also have, azola has a lot of content of protein. When dried, it goes up to 25. So when you mix it with the carbohydrates, it's a good supplement for these goats. And they really love it. Again, when you put some molasses, you know the molasses appetizes, it's a source of energy. It also helps them when they drink a lot of water. So now I see you have a bale in almost each section. So right now they are snacking on the bale of the bomber rods. So what time do you feed that mixture? Okay, now normally I do it in the morning. Because at night we don't usually put these sections with the hay. But because the night is long, and these goats, they usually come in the shade at 5. So they have that span from 5 up to morning.
Yes.
So they are hungry.
Yes.
So when you feed them, they'll just eat it. But if you feed them when they are from the fields, you'll find that they will not finish what you will. And as we usually say, you have to work out on basis that you don't have a lot of wastage. You see?
Yes.
Yeah. So we feed them usually in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you feed them, I'm assuming it's early in the morning. So when you feed them in the morning, what time do you then again now let them out to go and graze?
We usually feed them at around 8.
Around 8.
Around 8. That's when we do the feeding, even the kids there. And from there, we just take about 1 hour. Maybe an hour or so. That time, that's the time we come, and that it will give you a time where you'll monitor if there's an issue with the goats. That 1 hour, and then they are out. When they go out, they are thirsty. They go and drink water. Then they are off the fields.
Okay.
Yes.
For how many hours in the field?
In the field, they will go from 9. Then they will be back at 1.
Yes.
Because these goats, they like it clean in everything, be it feeds, be it water, and the rest. So what we do, they go out and come back at 1, so that they drink water. We have our water areas here outside. I'll show you. Whereby we change that water after every 4 to 5 days.
Yes.
Because we, when the water is there, there's a lot of dust and everything. So we change the water. So we advocate that they go out and they come back at 1, so that they drink the safe water here.
Or the clean water.
Yeah, the clean water.
Yes.
Then they stay for maybe 1 hour. They are off to the fields once again at 2.
Yes. For another 2-3 hours.
2-3 hours. At 5 they are back here.
Yes.
Yeah, from there the days.
So at 5 again they come and get a bale of hay.
Yeah, that's the time they come and start getting a bale of hay.
Now, looking at the kind of hay, obviously it costs money to bale hay, to store hay like this. You look at the kind of concentrate you're giving.
Yes.
As the silage, it's full corn silage.
Yeah, it is full corn.
There's azola, which you grow, probably doesn't cost you much, but there's Poland, which I assume you buy. So all that costs money.
Yes.
How much does it cost to feed the goats right now without the labor and the fields and all that, just the concentrates?
Okay, one thing I'll tell a beginner or somebody who is interested in this, it's good when you are planning any project, look for, we are all after the returns of our investments.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
So what we normally do is that you go for that thing that will help you to lower the
cost.
The cost.
Yes.
So like now for our case here, that full corn or the silage that we have here is what we have grown in our farm.
In
we have
fields, yes.
we have another farm here. That one, I think we just planted our maize and harvested it. We just had the cost of baling there. We have our chopper here. We did the chopping, so we just had the cost of baling the silage bales. You see?
Yes.
That way you have reduced the cost. Again, we have like 12 acres of hay.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
That now will also reduce us the cost of buying these bales of hay.
Yes.
We harvest them from our farm. You see?
Yes.
From there, now the azola is ours.
Yes.
You see?
You've grown it here.
You have grown. We have the pod here.
Yes.
We have our chopper. Yes. What else? You'll just do the combination.
You minimize the cost.
You have minimized the cost as much as possible. So the cost of feeding all these goats, let me say, like in the morning, we just give them like we say 7 kilos of these feeds.
Yes.
We just put them in the feeding areas. We don't use a lot in terms of feeding these goats because out of the, for example, if I prepare 8 bags of these feeds, I'll just buy 1 or 2 bags of Poland or maize jam.
Yes.
That one we will just for appetizing the goats to eat
the mixture.
Yeah.
Nice, interesting. So I like us to touch a bit on on records because you're a breeder.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that when you went to buy in Mandera, there were nothing. There was no records that you were offered.
Yes.
So for this farm, what are you doing differently in terms of records?
One, I would say that I started record keeping the onset of bringing these goats.
Yes.
I started the records on the vaccination of these goats, the deworming, the spraying days,
Yes.
and the rest. Because there's something that is very important.
Yes.
And I would say that many people fail because they don't keep records of what they are doing. The events in the farm, the medication of the goats, and the rest.
Yes.
You have to keep the records in such a way that those records will help you in your journey. Like now, I have all my vaccination records.
Yes.
I have the deworming records.
Yes.
And the days that I spray these goats. I have everything. The drug I use for vaccination. I also keep individual records in case maybe a goat like this has a problem.
Yes.
I'll just call, maybe I call the vet. It's done, the medication is done. I have to put it in the record.
Yes.
Because I need to see even the progress.
Yes.
I need even to refer. You know, records are very good in terms of referring.
Yes.
Because if you want to refer something that you have done in the last 2 months, 3 months, or also you'll get a clear reference. You'll see how I did this and this. And also, in terms of maybe, like now, we are in our basics in the breeding program.
Yes.
Suppose you want to come and we give you, we sell you one of our F1s.
Yes.
We'll have to also give you the record on the way we have dewormed the kid, we have vaccinated the kid, and all those records.
Yes.
Yeah, it also helps in terms of when you want to sell your product. This is very important.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. You've touched on the kids.
Yes.
In a project like this, so kids are the fruits. Kids is your produce. Kids is what you is what you serve.
Yes.
Kids are the produce, basically. So your biggest enemy is mortality. That's the worst that can happen, and it's the biggest enemy.
Yeah.
So how do you ensure that you're getting you reduced the mortality rate?
Thank you. That is a very good question, and I think it is very important. When our kid is born, in our case here, we have a warm room here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go see that.
You can see that we have where we keep our kids in the first 1 or so week. Once a kid is born, it's the kids area. You can see it's labeled here. Once a kid is born, and the attachment of the mothers is bound, we bring our kids here. That's where they spend their days. It's a warm place. You see?
Yes.
It's a warm place. You see? This place is out of bounds from other goats.
Yes.
Because we don't want this place to have those things that the goats can bring inside. The infections and the rest.
So this is a nursery, primary nursery.
Call it like that. It is it.
Yes.
So this is the first place where we keep our kids once they are born.
Yes.
This place is warm. Once the kid suckles its mother,
and the bedding, man,
yeah,
I can feel it.
You put the beddings.
Yeah.
Once the kid suckles the mother, you bring it here. The kid will stay here for the whole day. Once the mother comes, like that. Now, that way, our kids have a convenient place to.
So the number one enemy for the kids is
the
warmth.
Yeah.
Yes.
The place where you keep them. If you keep them in the cold, I don't think these goats they don't love it.
So that is the number one challenge. The number two challenge.
Okay. Number two challenge is now in terms of hygiene.
Okay.
You see why? You know why we keep this place out of bounds to these goats?
The rest of the flock.
The rest of the flock, because the rest of flock they'll bring infections. Once that again that kid is not. That kid is not vaccinated.
Yes.
You see, and if you bring in the goats inside there, where the kid is sleeping, you'll bring infection. So the kid suckles and then goes back to that place.
The nursery.
The nursery. Once the kid is vaccinated, you see, now you are moving out of the danger.
Yes.
Of that, what we call the mortality and those dangers of the kids dying.
Yes.
Now, once you vaccine the kid, like now, we do the Clostridium vaccine at 2 weeks. Now, that one moves you from the danger of these bacterial diseases, the enterotoxemia and the black lung and the rest, those diseases. Now, you are moving out of that danger. Now, that's when you start putting your kids in this section.
The next section, yes.
You see?
Yes.
Now, you start keeping your kids in this section, and that is when it's almost 4 weeks.
Yes.
Now, you start introducing those things I'm telling you. You start now, like the parrots. Now, you see you have vaccinated. Now, they are okay. And then, at the first 2 weeks also, you have to do some little bit of deworming.
Yes.
Because that kid has started sniffing. You see. And now, the worms are everywhere. You see. So, you have to do some deworming after every 2 weeks for the first 3 months. You see.
Yes.
Now, that way, the question of mortality
reduces.
Definitely. Like now, we have 100 transition.
Wow.
Yeah, we had
0%.
Yeah, we had 0.
Rate,
We had 0. We had 41, and they are 41 now, and they are almost in the winning stage.
Congrats, man! That's not that's a huge achievement.
Yeah, that's an achievement, and we are happy about it. Yes.
So one thing about Boer, their milk is highly nutritious, and it's kind of a lot compared to the Gallas.
Yeah.
And now these kids are crosses, so genetically they are meant to grow bigger, but they are suckling from a mother who is not able to give them enough milk to suckle on.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you handle that?
Okay, now, if you look at our mothers here, you'll find out that the goats are not so huge.
They are not big.
The unders are not big.
Yes.
So it means that the goat itself, sometimes it will have, or sometimes no milk. True. You see?
Yes.
So that's the reason why at 1 month, at 1 month or earlier, let's say like at 1 month, you start introducing some pellets for the kids, because as you can see, our crosses, these F1s, they are not Gara.
Yes.
They are huger.
Yeah.
And they also need a lot of milk.
Yes.
Where will they get it from? And the mothers, you see, sometimes they don't have milk. So you start introducing the pellets. So from there, like now we feed our kids with Rusan pellets.
Yes.
Those pellets are very rich in proteins.
Yes. Yes.
So that way, combined with that little milk they get from their mothers, the kids are safe.
They are able to survive.
Yeah, they are able to survive.
To overcome this.
Yeah, they are able to survive.
That stage.
Yeah. Again, there's something that also maybe we didn't touch about, because as you can see, the size of our mothers.
Yes, yes.
Compare with the size of the kids.
Yes.
You can see something that
you can get one kid and you see the.
Yeah. Now, if you realize, you can see now, we have our kids here. Like now, this number 055, a very huge one.
Yes, yes.
Is a buckling.
Yes.
And a very smart one. Now, we had a challenge of dystocia in these goats.
Yes.
And a lot of difficulties when kidding.
Yes.
You have introduced your pure Boer to this goat.
Yes.
You can imagine the pregnancy and the time of delivery.
Yes.
We had a lot of problem. And that calls for, that's why we have kept the mothers, the pregnant ones in their section.
Yes.
I think now you see the reason.
Yes.
Because they need a lot of attention, especially in the last trimester of the pregnancy.
Yes.
Because when it comes to time of delivery, you'll find out that the goat is struggling. We even lost one goat, to be precise, because it was in size, it was a small goat, but the size of the fetus, of the baby inside, was huge. So we had a lot of problems in
in delivering.
Yeah. So that's another challenge that I
because the baby is
the baby is big.
Is huge,
but
and most of these seem to be have been a first-time mother.
Yeah, they all of them, they are first-time mothers.
Yes.
So we were not so surprised that we had those difficulties because we knew.
Yes.
Yeah, some of these things, it is we normally say that chance favors the prepared mind. You have to be prepared. We are prepared that we'll get some of those challenges in terms of delivery.
So you told me this is a journey. I want to see your back.
This is a journey.
You've done all the work. You have done an amazing work. How are you finding the market?
Let me say one thing. If you have an opportunity,
Yes.
invest on quality,
Yes.
but not quantity.
True.
And when you have quality, the market finds you. I'll say one thing. The market will start finding you.
Yes.
Because let me say one thing about what we have got as our F1s.
Yes.
Locally, these people don't have this blade. In fact, for our market, we are targeting other breeders.
Yes.
To be precise, because if a farmer realizes what he wants, he doesn't think of the amount he will spend on it. I'll tell you this, our bag here is an import from South Africa.
Yes.
And I think importing a bag is no mean feat.
True. It's a lot of money. It costs
It's a lot of money.
Yes.
And because you know what you are planning to do, you don't feel the weight, you just import your bag and go ahead. So in terms of marketing our products or marketing our breeds, we'll go to all platforms. We'll target other breeders. We sell them the F1s. In fact, the plan is that we just offload we sell the backlings and retain the dwellings because we want to expand the project.
So you move so that you can move it.
So we move to F2.
Yes.
That way.
Ah, nice.
Yes.
So far so good.
Yes.
So the market reception has been kind to you.
Yeah, it is very friendly.
Okay.
In fact, we have already sold some.
Yes.
And let me say the customers are happy because it is just as I said, the quality depends.
Yes, yes. The quality speaks for itself, eh?
Surely.
Yeah. Yeah. So in case someone wants to come and visit you guys to learn and hopefully maybe even buy
Yeah.
and walk the journey with you, how can they find you?
Our physical address. Now we are in Laikipia East
Yes.
sub-county in Laikipia County. Our ward is Gobet ward.
Yes.
Off Nyeri Nyahururu at Marina.
Yes.
We also have our contacts.
Yes. I'll link your number.
Okay.
Yours, Mr. Madenge, on the link on the description
We
box.
also have, for those farmers who would like to come and share with us what we are doing here,
Yes.
they are free and they are welcome.
Interesting. So let me
Yes.
go see your silage. This is a beautiful flock, man.
It's a nice one.
Yes, yes.
As I said,
So for anyone who's ever interacted with the Boer, I mean the Gallas, looking at this flock, can tell the amount of work that has gone into
yes. Somebody who knows about them.
acclimatizing these goats and ensuring that they are giving birth to very, very healthy kids, very beautiful looking kids. That takes a lot of effort. That takes a lot of work. If you have any question, put them in the comment section and I'll be able to share with Mr. Madenge. The next time I visit, we'll be able to answer directly to you guys. Yep. So this is your
These are
silage storage. You've done silage bags.
Yeah,
right?
we have done the baling of the silage.
Yes.
And as I told you, when you are in any project, you look for where you can lower your cost of production.
Yes.
So this one we got it from our farm.
Yes.
And we did it. We just chopped it, and we had there's those people who offer the services of baling. We
yes.
baled at 300 per bale. This bale is 80 kgs.
Yes.
And when you have this bale, once you open this bale and dry it and mix with the hay,
yes.
It's enough that this one you can feed these goats in almost 1 week.
So you said it's a 80 kg bag.
It is 80 kg.
How much does it cost you to
It costs
bail
300.
300 shillings.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
300 divided by 80.
It is a relatively good, fairly price.
Yes.
When you compare what you are installing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's actually affordable.
It is affordable.
Yes.
And also, in terms of accounting what you have,
yes.
it is good because you will know that I feed my goats in one bale. This you see,
yes.
It helps you to plan
yes.
what you have.
Yes.
That's the reason why we had to do it this way.
Okay.
Yes.
So there is also another challenge with this kind of bales, which is rats and mice.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to storage, we have realized that you need to store them in a place safe off the rodents, because now, like now here, you'll find that the rodents, when they come from the outside there, they come and destroy.
Yes.
So it's important when you keep them at a place whereby they are safe, because you intend to use them for a long period of time. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this is your pond. This is your Azolla pond.
This is our Azolla pond. Currently, we are planning to bring in new seeds.
So how big is it?
This is a 24 feet.
24 by 24.
24, yeah. It is
Yes.
24 square feet.
And the depth?
Depth is just 1.5 feet. But you don't have to fill the water up to the brim.
Yes.
You just put water at 1 feet. Then you put some srali.
Okay.
And then you put the seeds.
Yes.
In 2 weeks, or 20 days at most, you go and harvest.
You get your Azolla.
You get your Azolla.
Yeah.
Like
so
now, this one, we used to get like 4 buckets daily.
4 buckets?
Yeah, we used
on a daily basis.
On a daily basis. Then what we normally do, we dry the Azolla, and then we incorporate it with the feeds. It is very nutritious. It has a lot of proteins, and once the goats are used to it, it helps them a lot. In fact, we came up with this idea of Azolla. I'll take you back a little bit. The reason why we came up with this project of Azolla is because we found out that our mothers, once they give birth or they kid, they lose a lot. You see, they shrink. The bodies, they are weak, so they need a lot of proteins. Now, where do you get the proteins? You have the carbohydrates, you have those hay and the rest. But for the proteins, you have to look for the source.
Yes.
So we got this alternative. We tried it at first. You see, as I told you, they started rejecting, but eventually they came used, and
you trained them.
Yeah, I trained them. So
they picked it up.
Yeah, they picked up, and they were okay afterwards and comfortable with it.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So I believe we've been able to learn.
Okay.
Quite a lot actually.
Okay.
And I'm so happy, man, that for the opportunity to come and learn with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think this is a good point to end the video.
Yes.
From my side, so glad that we got to do this.
Okay.
You've done an amazing work. Yes. People deserve to see what you guys are up to.
Yes.
Iron sharpens iron, so that they can also learn a thing and hopefully even come and visit and learn even more. We push this thing to the next level.
Surely.
Asante sana, Mr. Madenge.
Okay.
Bye bye for now.
Thank you.